Welcome to the Wegmans Food Market Distribution Warehouse, a world all its own. As a member of the warehouse team, you have the exciting opportunity to work in multiple facilities which include grocery, produce, perishable, frozen, or GM. As part of a seniority-based workforce and the needs of the business, your seniority date and your qualification determine what warehouse you will work in. The grocery warehouse is its own world with 11 areas, all with their own specific process, starting with the walk pick in Area 1. Employees select cases from their primary slot and place them on a conveyor belt. Product is placed on both sides of the belt. A selector will start on one side of the belt with a book of labels. Each label contains detailed information on the location and the item being selected. Employees place the sticker of the case and place it on the belt. The employee then walks down one side of the belt, completing the process before picking from the other side of the belt. The grocery warehouse has 4 walk pick areas and services approximately 58 stores. Perishable and frozen warehouses also have similar walk pick areas. They also employ the system we'll describe next, the list pick. Area 2, list pick. Product selectors assigned to the list pick area utilize a pallet jack while wearing a Vocollect headset unit while selecting product in the area. The Vocollect is part of a two-way communication system used for directing employees during selection that tells employees where to go, what to select, and how many of each. In this position, you are building the pallets as you pick. List pick will have you driving through more than 300,000 square feet of grocery warehouse, making the headset communication system essential. All warehouses, including perishable, frozen, grocery, and produce, use the list pick selection method. In Area 3, you'll learn the pick-to-store process, which is the cross-distribution of a pallet of product across multiple stores. Perishable Depot uses the pick-to-store process exclusively. It is an extremely efficient process, or as you'll hear it called on the floor, a pick. From a supply chain perspective, it allows us to flow product directly from the inbound docks into our stores. In Area 4, we have a pick car, a process unique to grocery, where an employee stands in a car that sits on tracks moving forward, backward, up, and down to pull cases from the slot. Similar to the walk pick, the selected label cases are placed on the conveyor belt. There are 8 pick cars that are placed at either the top or bottom of 4 different mods. In Area 5, the products selected to conveyor belts, walk pick, or pick car come together at the merge. The merge operator regulates the flow of selected product to the palletizing area below. In Area 6, you'll learn about palletizing. In this process, the product has been sorted by store to be palletized in a set location. Area 7 is where you'll find staging. The product picked through various selection processes, if not directly loaded onto trailers, until it's needed. In Area 8, we house ASRS, Automated Storage and Retrieval System. This process runs 24/7 and holds several thousand pallets. This is product storage or grocery inventory until needed for store service. In Area 9, you'll find our outbound trailers. This is where we load trucks for store delivery. Welcome to the Wegmans Produce Warehouse. This produce warehouse has a smaller footprint than the grocery warehouse because the rotation of product is constant and crucial. There are multiple coolers in the produce warehouse that are kept at specific temperatures at all times. Produce is slotted very differently than other warehouses, and the process is delicate as there are many open-top boxes. Employees must make sure to take extra precaution when building a pallet in the produce warehouse. Primary selection methods, our processes or picks described above in the produce warehouse include list pick and PTS, pick to store. Just like the grocery and produce warehouses, the perishable warehouse has a process all its own. The perishable warehouse is always kept at 34 degrees and is divided into fresh foods and meat depot departments. The list pick employed in the perishable warehouse is very similar to that of grocery. The pallets tend to be easier to build because many of the products are in similarly sized boxes. List pick in the perishable warehouse consists of only 3 aisles. Walk pick for the perishable warehouse feeds the palletizing lines just as it does in grocery. This is a high-efficiency pick where employees work both sides of the belt before climbing the stairs to continue picking. Palletizing happens in a very similar way here in perishable as it does in the grocery warehouse. The meat depot consists of open floor space as everything is picked to store. You cross-distribute your pallet down the aisle while building pallets for each of the stores serviced. The depot also features an ASRS. The unit has less storage capacity than grocery, but functions the same, housing more inventory for that warehouse. Welcome to the Arctic. There are 2 zones within the frozen warehouse. The first zone is kept at 0 degrees, and the second is kept at -20 degrees. Selection methods include walk pick, similar to fresh and grocery, and there is a system of chutes that delivers the cases to the lines from the conveyors. The list pick process here in frozen is the same as in other warehouses. There is limited staging area, as the product is immediately loaded onto a waiting trailer. Welcome to GM. The product stored in this warehouse consists of merchandise including but not limited to cosmetics, toiletries, personal items, seasonal items, household cleaning supplies, and more. Selection at GM is very similar to the other warehouses with some minor differences. The walk pick style selection process at GM is slightly different. At GM, this process is known as inner pack selection. Here, you will be selecting inner packages out of cases and depositing into orange plastic tubs. Each tub is destined for a particular store. When the tub has been fully selected, it is placed on a conveyor system and delivered for palletization. List pick is very similar to all the other warehouses, and this warehouse also has a PTS selection. There's a lot to learn, but rest assured, it won't be long before you'll become a pro at each process. The most important takeaways is that every process, or pick, is as important as the next, and each one was carefully designed to maximize efficiency and keep stores running smoothly. Wegmans employees are an essential part of a supply chain that feeds our community. We hope you can join our team.